Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a look at what I think are the top 5 best weapons in the history of FPS games. Pretty much every great FPS game has had memorable weapons, but I think the guns on this list are the sort of weapons that stand out and won't be forgotten anytime soon. This isn't by any means a comprehensive list though, so if you have a different top 5, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I'm sure this video will bring back memories for most of you guys though, so sit back and enjoy, and if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button. But anyway, to kick off, coming in at number 5 is the Magnum from Halo 1. The Magnum was such a great gun because not only was it powerful, it had a 2x zoom, which was about as close as you can get to ADS in a Halo game. This gun wasn't overpowered by any means though, but it was the sort of gun that you found yourself using over and over again because it just felt so good. In Halo 2 and 3, the Magnum became a dual-wielding weapon, which was still pretty good, but it didn't have the zoom of the original gun. In Halo Reach and Halo 4 though, it made a return as an accurate mid-range weapon, which I think was a good idea, because in this role the Magnum is so much more satisfying. So coming in next, at number 4, is the Golden Gun from GoldenEye 007. There's no weapon that defines GoldenEye 007 or the James Bond franchise in general more than the Golden Gun does. This gun was a guaranteed one-hit kill at any range, but to be effective you had to have good accuracy, because as a trade-off it only had a capacity of 1 round. In GoldenEye you can actually set a weapon preset for multiplayer games, and probably one of the best presets was Golden Gun mode. This basically led to intense firefights around the spawn point of the Golden Gun, and I think this would have to go down as one of my favourite multiplayer modes in any FPS game ever. Now, coming in at number 3 is the M16A3 from Battlefield 3. Of any of the guns on this list, I'd say that this is the gun I'm probably most familiar with, not because I really liked it that much, but because everyone else did. It was easily the best all-round weapon in BF3 with a fast rate of fire and predictable recoil pattern, which eventually led to it becoming the most popular weapon in the game. The problem with the M16A3 though is that it was almost too good, and even now pretty much half the veterans still playing BF3 are using this gun. I think for this reason there's mixed opinions when people look back on this gun, but regardless of whether you're a fanboy or a hater, it definitely deserves a spot on this list. And coming in at number 2 is the Gravity Gun from Half-Life 2. The Gravity Gun was more of a tool than a weapon, but that being said, it could be used to launch objects or even the enemies themselves. I think the best part about the Gravity Gun though is that it was able to be used to move things to solve puzzles, which is almost more satisfying than its ability to kill people. The Gravity Gun was the centerpiece of Half-Life 2 because there were so many parts of the plot that revolved around this weapon. Very rarely do weapons help tell the story in FPS games, and I think this is a big part of why this gun is so memorable and why it's so high on this list. And finally, coming in at number 1 is the BFG 9000 from Doom. The BFG is by far the gun that I remember the best from my childhood because not only were FPS games a relatively new genre, this gun was just unbelievable. The reason for this is basically because it fires a massive green ball of plasma that kills pretty much anything on impact, all close to the explosion. The BFG was clearly so popular that it made its way into future Doom games as well as into the Quake franchise as the BFG 10K. The only drawback of the BFG is that it's very rare to find in-game and it uses a lot of ammo, but don't worry, that's nothing IDKFA can't fix. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this top 5, so let me know what your top 5 weapons are, and as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description below if you want to see more of my videos, or if you'd like to support my channel on Patreon, and until next time, see you later, and have a good one.